Hello everyone, I'm Anissa Mulida Putri and my cell number is 124 Today I'm going to present my understanding of teaching English to young learner or TYL. As you can see from my poster, I will explain what TYL is. Its principle, teaching method, how to teach language skills, the use of games, songs, and stories, and finally the current issues of TYL in Indonesia. So let's begin. First, what is TYL? TYL stands for Teaching English to Young Learner. It refers to teaching English to children around 5 to 12 years old. Unlike adults, children learn differently. They are naturally curious, energetic, and they enjoy learning through fun activities. They also have shorter attention spans, so teachers need to create lessons that are meaningful, interactive, and enjoyable. And now let's move to the principle of TYL. There are five important principles. The first is meaningful learning. Children understand English more easily when the lesson is connected to their daily life, such as family, food, animals, or school. And the second is learning by doing. Instead of listening to long explanation, children learn better through activities, movement, and hands-on experiences. And the third principle is creating a positive classroom environment. Teachers should make children feel safe to participate because making mistakes is a normal part of learning. The fourth principle is encouraging communication. Children need many opportunities to speak, ask questions, and interact with others. And finally, learning should always be fun and interactive. That's why games, songs, and stories are essential of TYL. Uh, Next, let's talk about the teaching methods. One commonly used approach is communicative language teaching or CLT. The goal is to help students use English for real communication instead of only memorizing grammar. Another effective method is total physical response or TPR. In this method, a teacher gives simple instruction like stand up, touch your head, or clap your hands, and students respond by doing the action. This method is very suitable for young learners because they enjoy moving while learning. And teachers can also use task-based learning, where students work together to complete simple activities such as matching pictures, solving puzzle, or role playing. So now let's look at the four language skills. For listening, teacher can use songs, stories, or short videos. For speaking, students should practice through conversation, role plays, or question and answer activities. For reading, picture book and simple text help children understand vocabulary more easily. And for writing, teacher can begin with simple activities such as labeling picture, completing sentence, or writing short description. These four skills should support each other so the children can develop their English naturally. And another important part of TYL is using games, songs, and stories. Games make learning enjoyable and encourage students to participate actively. And song help children remember vocabulary and improve pronunciation through repetition. Stories help develop imagination while improving listening comprehension and introduction new vocabulary. From my own experience teaching children, I noticed that students become much more enthusiastic when learning through games. Even the quieter students are more willing to participate because they enjoy the activity and feel less afraid of making mistakes. Finally, let's discuss about the issues of TYL Indonesia. Based on several studies, there are five main challenges. The first is curriculum inconsistency. English is not taught in the same way in every elementary school, so students have different learning experiences. The second challenge is teacher competency. Many elementary school teachers are not English specialists and have limited training in teaching English to young learners. Then the third issue is limited educational resources and infrastructure. Some schools still have limited teaching media, large class size, and inadequate facilities, especially in rural areas. The first challenges comes from the learners themselves. Some children have no English background, low motivation, or feel anxious when speaking English. And lastly, many classrooms still rely on memorization and traditional teaching methods instead of communicative and child, child-centered learning because of limited time and classroom condition. To overcome these challenges, teachers should continue improving their teaching skills, create creative and low-cost learning materials, and provide enjoyable learning experiences that encourage children to communicate confidently. To conclude, teaching English to young learners is not only about teaching vocabulary or grammar. It's about helping children enjoy learning, build confidence, and develop communication skill in positive environment. Although tough, there are still many challenges in Indonesia. I believe that with appropriate teaching method, creative and continuous professional development, English learning for young learners can become more effective and meaningful. Thank you very much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.